everybody, Chris and Amber here. Welcome back to another episode of Woodmere State Revival.
Welcome.
It's an exciting day, isn't it?
It is. We've been waiting for this since when? Like last July?
2.5 years?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, what happened last July?
Cabinets were ordered because we were ready.
Yeah, we were almost ready to hang cabinets. Here we are.
In April.
Yeah, a few months past that. So now we're ready to hang cabinets because hardwood floors are complete in the kitchen, family room, and den.
Yes.
And that means we're ready to go ahead and start setting cabinets in the kitchen. So really super excited about that. Hardwood floors are done throughout the upstairs.
Yes.
I have to give you all a quick little update tour just to show you what all has happened since our last video. But yeah, we're super excited to put up our cabinets today. We've just been working on the layout, making sure that we've got everything set. We got our laser level up and figuring out the heights for the cabinets and figuring out what the low point of the ceiling and the high point of the floor and all that stuff is, so we can kind of get our bearings and set everything in there correctly. Cool, huh? Yes,
I think you need to give them a tour of all the boxes.
Yeah, let's take a quick peek here and you guys can see what's going on.
The mess.
All right, so you can see the massive amount of boxes we got here. Amber was just down in the crawl space.
How was my elevator? Was that good?
It looked more like stairs, but hey.
Oh, I guess it is.
We'll go with that.
The escalator.
Escalator, yeah. Take the escalator back down.
That's my humor for the day. I'm
right.
out of jokes.
Okay, well, that was a good one. So here we are. We got a huge pile.
This isn't even all of it.
Not even all of it. Yeah, but we got a huge pile.
This is dining room and half the kitchen. And the island cabinets are in the office.
Yes.
I think when they delivered, they said they delivered about 135 boxes.
Whew.
When I know how to spend money, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you got that down to a science, don't you? You want to take a quick run through the house here and show them what's going on upstairs?
Sure.
All right, let's head up there. Before we get started, might as well do a little tour. So we're still down to raw subfloor here in the foyer. We got some builder's felt down, and you can see the hardwoods starting to move into the dining room. This is the first time we've actually seen the dining room because they were full of kitchen cabinets and everything else. It's the first time we've actually been able to see the floor here for a while.
Over in the far end is where our dining room built-in is going to go. So there's about 8 cabinets on the top and bottom that go in there.
Uppers and lowers there.
Yeah.
Those will be
Glass
part
front.
2. That'd be pretty.
Yeah.
And we got the rest of it sitting in here. All right, let's run upstairs.
Okay.
Let's take a peek. Still nothing done in the living room. That's the last thing that's going to be laid. All right, so heading upstairs here.
Start at the master.
Start at the master. Now you're not really going to be able to appreciate how gorgeous these floors are because we've got export across all of them to protect the floors, which is good and bad all at the same time. It's good because they're protected. It's bad because you can't see them. But they're gorgeous. You guys are going to be in for a huge surprise once the export comes off. Master closet. You can see all the hardwoods down here. Look fantastic.
Yes,
Don't they, hon?
they do.
So everything's done in the master. The only thing that we're waiting on is the tile in the shower.
Yes, and they were cleaning out the grout or the thin set between the tile yesterday. So they're going to get that grouted for us. And then we'll be able to put in all of our
bathroom cabinets.
Here.
And last thing that's going to get done is the master shower. That will be an exciting day as well.
Yes, we're trying to get prepared for move-in.
Yes,
And
which hopefully is going to happen
That shower can wait.
soon.
Unfortunately, we can.
Okay, so master's done. Hallway is done.
We still have to stain.
Yep, Amber's got all that sanded.
We have the stairs are going to be a bear. But
Stairs, we're going to wait till everything else is done before we sand and stain those. Grant's room's done.
finished.
Closet's done. Bathroom's pretty much done. We got
Almost finished. We just need to put in the toilet.
to set the
And
toilet
then
and the fixtures.
we have a surface mounted medicine cabinet that has a mirror on it, and then the light fixture.
It's gonna go up light fixture, countertop.
Yeah. So this room's ready for baseboards, and then all the outlets and the switches.
Yeah, they left the export out away from the edge of the wall, so I can go ahead and get all my base installed everywhere.
Which I have been painting.
Amber's been working on that. Let's go into Reed's room. You can see a little bit of the floors here in the closet. Oh,
So pretty.
love that color.
Minus the dust.
Minus the dust. So the good thing about the hardwoods being installed is we got our huge doors installed. We were waiting on those so we could scribe the hardwoods. Those were a lot of fun to install. We had to scribe the bottom of the jam and work to get those to fit correctly. But we got those in now. Reed's bathroom's pretty much in the same shape as Grant's. Still got to get the faucet and all that stuff installed in the shower. Still got to do some wiring, obviously.
I'm going to call the
Toilet needs to go in.
installer on Monday about all the vanity tops.
Yes. That'll be
We
exciting.
have to get that scheduled.
And let's mosey over to the guest room here. I've been working in this laundry, working on the sink. We actually have the sink installed now, bolted to the countertop, and we got the sink and everything hooked up. But as you can see, I do have the strainer basket installed there, but as you can see, we're missing the pipe there. So gotta work on the trap. Knock my level over.
Yeah, and it hit the stool.
That'd be fine.
Just one more thing to fix.
A little plastic wood will be good to go. All right, and in the guest room, again, we got this big door opening done. That was also fun. Basically, you cut it just a little long, and then you have to get it in position and then scribe it, and then that gives you that nice tight line against the wood there. I finished up by getting the door casing on yesterday. So that looks really nice. Still got to do a little bit of base in here. Amber's been painting that, and then we got to do the shoe all the way around the base, and then set the toilet as well in here. Waiting on a sink top here to finish out the plumbing. But we're getting close to having usable bathrooms, honey.
I know. It's exciting.
Very exciting.
About time.
So true. Again, you can see the hardwoods here in the closets. They look beautiful, except for all the sawdust. All right, well, we're gonna head downstairs and get cracking on this first cabinet. Okay, we're getting ready for cabinet number 1.
Of 135. Actually, it's less than that because we have done the butler's pantry.
That's right. And we got our ledger board up. Used our laser to mark the wall, and then we set our board there. That'll give us something to rest the cabinet on, rather than trying to hold it there and screw it to the wall, which would be crazy. Those things are heavy. So we're gonna pull the doors off the cabinets. And once we got the doors off, we've got a spacer to go on this side. So we'll have to clamp it to the frame of the cabinet there and then screw that together. And then we'll set the whole thing up on the wall, get it positioned, and we'll go ahead and get some screws run through it. We do have under cabinet lighting that'll go in, so we'll have to be mindful of those wires as we're sticking the cabinets up there. They'll just kind of hang over the edge of the cabinet at first. And then once we get a chance, we'll go ahead and run the wiring down through the cabinet underneath and have our puck lights under there so we can have lighting.
Woohoo!
Exciting, huh?
It is.
All right, well, let's go ahead and knock the doors off, and then we'll go ahead and get the spacer screwed on
I'm
there.
knocking them off.
We'll get the spacer screwed on there and put it up.
All right.
All right, so we got our first upper screwed in place, and right now we're working on getting the raised panel attached to the upper. That really adds a lot of nice detail. It matches the doors and really gives it a much more interesting view than just the side of the cabinet, huh, babe?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, good choice.
Good to go.
Excellent designer.
Thank you.
So yeah, it matches our doors perfectly. So we're working on fastening that right now, which is a little bit stressful. Gotta make sure the screws aren't too long, huh, babe?
Yeah, we don't want to come through the raised panel.
I want to fire it through the raised panel. So what we're doing is using these little short 1.25" cabinet screws and we're pre-drilling and then going into the side of that raised panel. So we're gonna get the last of that fastened. That'll be done. We'll be able to put the doors back on and be good to go on this cabinet. And we'll move down the row here and start working on the next one. All right, so we got our ledger board in place and we got our next cabinet ready to go up. Got the doors off of it.
Yep.
And again, we've used our laser level to strike a line on the wall here. That way we can put our little ledger board up there to hold our cabinet in place, and we're sure it's exactly where it's supposed to go. Then we drew a line on the wall here to make sure our spacing from our window casing is exactly the same. That way everything will line up on both sides of the window. All that beautiful paneling there. You ready to put this baby up?
I am.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so Chris is screwing in the cabinet.
Trying to find some wood back there.
Well, there's supposed to be wood back there. We had him put in ledger, what's it called? Or blocking.
Blocking, yeah. Yeah, if you have to find any wood on this side. Sure what's going on there.
I don't know.
Guessing there was a joist cavity there that they didn't run blocking in.
Maybe they forgot.
But it's definitely here and here.
Okay.
Well, that's one more hole in the cabinet.
All right.
All right, so we got the second wall cabinet in place, and we got the raised panel installed on the side there. Finally found a stud on the right-hand side here so I could get a third screw in the top and the bottom. We went back and reviewed our footage of the house that we took before the drywall went up. Amber was smart. She took her camera and went all the way around the house to find out where all the blocking, where all the plumbing, all that other stuff is located. And sure enough, right here on this, between the window and the last stud, there was no blocking. So I was firing holes through there and there was just nothing there. So came over until I found the next stud and put another one in there. So now we got three big number 10 cabinet screws in the top and the bottom rail. So it's not going anywhere. That thing's beefy. So well-built cabinet. That should be able to hold no problem. So we got our two uppers up and raised panels on both sides here on either side of the window. Looks super classy. Getting ready to put this partition in. This thing's 24 inches wide, and then it's got trim across the front. So we've got one of these that goes in on both sides of the refrigerator. So that thing gets fastened to this side of the cabinet. And what we found when we stood it up is that somehow the old framing on the back of the house here kicks in toward the floor. So the wall's out, going this direction. And then the framing for the floor or the sheeting or something is out a little bit here too. So the floor slopes downhill just a little bit away from the wall. So we've got two things working against us there. What I'm gonna have to do is scribe the bottom of the board so that it fits nice against the floor. And then I'm gonna have to scribe the back of it along here so that it fits nicely against the wall. Because this top part here has to be exactly 24 inches because our next cabinet attaches to it. That's the one that goes above the refrigerator. So it's gonna be a joy getting that thing to fit. And that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up for the evening. It's it's Easter Sunday. So I figure we're gonna go ahead and cut this project short and go home and have a nice dinner with the family. At least the boys and Amber and I will have a nice dinner. Still under quarantine, thanks for the whole COVID-19 thing that's been going on. So we won't be seeing into the rest of our family, which is a big bummer. All right, so that's going to do it for this evening. We'll be back down here tomorrow early and pick up where we left off on this cabinet project. See you then.